These are the 20 best gaming TV of 2024, and I'm gonna rank all of them from God tier to trash tier. Links to all of these best gaming TV will be listed in the description below. Number 1. Sony XR8L. This OLED TV is a fantastic choice for movie lovers and gamers alike. It delivers stunning picture quality with deep blacks and vibrant colors. Thanks to its OLED panel, the motion handling is superb, making it great for fast-paced content. However, it's not the brightest TV out there, which might be a drawback for some. After weighing the pros and cons, I'm putting this one in the great tier. It's an excellent TV but not quite reaching the pinnacle of perfection. Number 2. Samsung X9J. Now this 8K TV is a bit of a mixed bag. Sure, it's got an insane resolution and gets incredibly bright, which is great for HDR content, but let's be real, there's barely any 8K content out there. And it's super expensive, plus its local dimming performance is just okay, which is disappointing for a high-end TV. I'm gonna have to place this one in the average tier. It's impressive on paper, but in practice, it's not living up to its potential. Number 3. HighSense U8K. This TV is seriously punching above its weight class. It's got fantastic brightness, great contrast, and solid gaming features. The picture quality is excellent for both SDR and HDR content. It's not perfect though, the viewing angles are pretty narrow, so it's not ideal for wide seating arrangements. But considering its price point and overall performance, I'm confidently placing this in the great tier. It's a killer value that'll make a lot of people happy. Number 4. Samsung S90C. This OLED TV is an absolute beast. It combines the deep blacks of OLED with impressive brightness levels, giving you the best of both worlds. The gaming features are top-notch, with low input lag and support for high refresh rates. Plus, it handles reflections like a champ. There are very few downsides here, maybe just the lack of Dolby Vision support. But overall, I'm thrilled to put this in the God tier. It's a TV that'll make both movie buffs and gamers drool. Number 5. HighSense A6G. Alright, let's talk about this budget-friendly option. It's got some decent features like Dolby Vision HDR and low input lag, which is nice for casual gaming. The smart platform is pretty solid too, but man, the brightness is a letdown, especially for HDR content. And no 4K 120Hz support? That's a bummer for next-gen console owners. I'm gonna have to put this one in the average tier. It's okay for the price, but there are better options out there if you can stretch your budget a bit. Number 6. Sony X93L. This TV is a beast. The picture quality is insane, with deep blacks and excellent brightness. It's got that fancy mini LED backlight that gives it OLED-like contrast. Gaming on this thing is a dream with HDMI 2.1 support and low input lag. The Google TV interface is smooth as butter too. Sure, it's pricey, but for what you're getting, it's worth every penny. I'm putting this bad boy in the God tier without hesitation. If you've got the cash and want the best of the best, this is it. Number 7. Sony X9J. Now this is a solid mid-range option. The picture quality is great, especially for movies and HDR content. It's got some nice gaming features like HDMI 2.1 and VRR support. The Google TV interface is a breeze to use. However, the viewing angles aren't the best, and it's not as bright as some competitors. But overall, it's a great all-rounder. I'm feeling good about putting this in the great tier. It's a fantastic choice for most people who want quality without breaking the bank. Number 8. Samsung S95B. Samsung really knocked it out of the park with this one. The QD OLED panel delivers stunning picture quality with vibrant colors and deep blacks. It's super bright for an OLED, which is awesome for HDR content. Gaming features are top-notch too, with low input lag and HDMI 2.1 support. The only real downside is the lack of Dolby Vision support, but honestly that's a minor nitpick for such an amazing TV. I'm gonna place this in the great tier, right up there with the best. It's a fantastic choice for anyone who wants OLED quality with QLED-like brightness. Number 9. HighSense U7K. This TV really surprised me. The HighSense U7K packs a serious punch for its price. I'm loving the mini LED backlight and quantum dot tech. It delivers some seriously impressive contrast and color. Gaming on this thing is a blast too, with 4K 144Hz support and super low input lag. Let's be real, the off-angle viewing could be better and it's not quite as bright as some pricier options. Still, for most folks looking for great bang for their buck, I think this is an awesome pick. I'm feeling pretty confident about slotting this into the great tier. Number 10. Roku Select Series. Alright, let's talk about the Roku Select Series. It's decent but nothing to write home about. The picture quality is okay. It handles glare pretty well and has low input lag for gaming, which is nice. But man, the viewing angles are narrow, and the image processing leaves a lot to be desired. If you're on a tight budget and just want a simple smart TV for casual viewing, it might do the trick. But for serious movie buffs or gamers, you'll probably want to look elsewhere. I'm gonna have to put this one in the average tier. Number 11. LG C3. As you already probably know, the LG C3 is an absolute beast. This OLED TV delivers mind-blowing picture quality with perfect blacks and incredible contrast. The HDR performance is out of the world, and it handles motion like a champ. For gaming, it's got all the bells and whistles, HDMI 2.1, VRR, you name it. The only real downside is that it might not get bright enough for super sunny rooms, but for movie nights and immersive gaming sessions, this thing is unbeatable. I'm absolutely blown away, so I've got to put this in the God tier. Number 12. LG C2. Okay, so the LG C2 might be last year's model, but it's still an absolute powerhouse. The picture quality on this OLED is just stunning. Those deep blacks and vibrant colors are to die for. It's got all the gaming features you could want, and the new lighter design is a nice touch. Sure, it's not a huge leap from the C1, and it's not the brightest TV out there, but for the price, it's hard to beat. I'm torn because it's so similar to the C3, but you know what? This bad boy is still worthy of the God tier in my book. Number 13. Sony XR8L. The picture quality is mind-blowing, with incredible brightness and contrast that make HDR content pop like crazy. Gaming on this thing is a dream come true. Low input lag, 4K 120Hz support, and even Dolby Vision gaming and high refresh rates. The only downside, it's pretty pricey, but if you're a hardcore cinephile or gamer with deep pockets, this is the cream of the crop. I'm putting this bad boy straight into the God tier, no questions asked. Number 14. LG C4. Alright, the C4 is definitely a step up from last year's model. The brightness boost is noticeable, making it more versatile for bright rooms. Gaming features are top-notch, with 4 HDMI 2.1 ports and all the VRR goodies you could want. Picture quality is stellar, though not quite at the A93L's level. The WebOS smart platform is slick, but can be a bit overwhelming at times. For most people looking for a high-end TV without breaking the bank, this is an awesome choice. I'm feeling good about slotting this into the great tier. Number 15. LG B3. Here's a solid mid-range option that still delivers that sweet OLED goodness. You're getting those perfect blacks and wide viewing angles, plus some decent gaming chops. It's not as bright as its C-series big brother, which might be an issue in really sunny rooms. The processor isn't quite as beefy either, so you might notice slightly less impressive upscaling. But hey, if you want OLED on a budget and don't need the absolute latest and greatest, this is a great pick. I'm comfortable putting this in the good tier. It's a nice balance of performance and value. Number 16. TCL QM8. TCL's coming in hot with their flagship, and I gotta say, it's pretty impressive for the price. This thing gets seriously bright thanks to its mini LED backlight, which is great for HDR pop and combating glare. Gaming features are solid with 4K 144Hz support if you've got a beefy PC. The Google TV interface is snappy and user-friendly. However, the viewing angles aren't great, and the local dimming can be a bit aggressive at times. For the price though, it's hard to complain too much. I'm leaning towards average tier for this one. It's good, but not quite up there with the OLED big boys. Number 17. TCL Q5. This budget-friendly option really surprised me with its gaming features. It's got VRR support and can do 1440p at 120Hz through resolution, halving on the larger models, which is pretty sweet for competitive gamers. The picture quality is decent for the price, with good brightness for SDR content. However, the HDR performance is a bit lackluster, and it struggles in dark rooms due to the lack of local dimming. I think it's a solid choice for casual gamers or those on a tight budget, but it's not going to blow anyone away. Given its features and limitations, I'm comfortable placing this in the good tier. Number 18. LG C1. The OLED panel delivers those perfect blacks and incredible contrast that make games look stunning. It's got all the bells and whistles, 4K, 120Hz, VRR, G-Sync, FreeSync, you name it. The Game Optimizer menu is a neat touch, letting you fine-tune the picture for different game genres. My only gripe is that it's a bit fragile and can be tricky to set up. It's pricey, but for serious gamers or movie buffs who want top-notch picture quality, it's hard to beat. I'm really tempted to put this in the God tier, but considering its price and fragility, I think it sits comfortably in the great tier. Number 19. Vizio Quantum Pro. This TV is a bit of a mixed bag. It's got some great features for gaming, like low input lag and support for 4K 120Hz. The colors are vibrant thanks to the quantum dots, and it gets pretty bright for HDR content. But here's the kicker, it's got some weird compatibility issues, especially with PCs, and only one of its HDMI ports fully supports 4K 120Hz gaming. The local dimming is also pretty weak, leading to some blooming in dark scenes. It's not a bad TV by any means, but with the competition out there, I can't help but feel a bit underwhelmed. Taking all that into account, I'm putting this one in the good tier, but it's teetering on the edge of average. So there you have it. These are my personal ratings for all of the most popular best gaming TV of 2024. Links to all of these gaming TV will be in the description below. Do you agree with me on these rankings or not? Leave a comment down below and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.